something, do we have a problem? I put you in a box and ship your body to Nevada. I really didn't want to hurt the child, but I gotta. You been a bad kid. So cut on my LED. Alright, so we have another Nicki Minaj outburst, man. Apparently, the queen of hip-hop, the queen of rap, or whatever you want to call this girl, she is on Twitter and going ballistics on Megan Thee Stallion. Basically, Megan Thee Stallion just had another court situation where the judge denied her motion to dismiss a lawsuit that was filed against her by her former homosexual cameraman. And basically that whole lawsuit was basically stating that Megan Thee Stallion was having some sexual intercourse in her car, and she was forcing her cameraman to watch. And I guess this is sexual assault because not only did he not want to be there, but he's gay. So that whole situation is going on, and this has nothing to do with Nicki Minaj, but we already know that Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion got beef, and plus Megan Thee Stallion is with Roc Nation, and Nicki Minaj and Roc Nation have beef, not because of their dealings with Megan Thee Stallion, but because of their dealings with TIDAL. Now, for the new Gen Z, you probably don't even know what TIDAL is. Well, TIDAL was some type of streaming service that Jay-Z was trying to start up, and basically what happened was he was trying to get a whole bunch of other major league artists to help him promote to help him promote the service, and he promised them that they was going to get some kind of percentage off of the back end sale and all that stuff. And apparently, according to Nicki Minaj, she never got her percentage of the money. You know what I'm saying? And so there's been this year-long rivalry, I guess, or beef, I guess, between Jay-Z and Roc Nation and Nicki Minaj and her crew. And so she's taking to Twitter right now to go ahead and just drag Jay-Z and drag Megan Thee Stallion and just drag their whole camp through the mud. And first of all, Nicki Minaj, you shouldn't be bringing up nothing with no sexual assault because we already know who your husband is. And whenever there's a conversation about sexual assault, the first thing we gonna bring up is who your husband is. Megan Thee Stallion said it best. They ain't mad at Megan, they're mad at Megan's Law. And you clearly mad at Megan's Law because ever since Megan Thee Stallion said that, you've been going off since. So you clearly mad about that. All right? So you don't need to be bringing up nothing that has anything to do with sexual assault because of who your husband is. All right? Now, for those of you who don't know what's going on with Nicki Minaj's husband, apparently this dude, when he was younger, he was touching kids. He was touching kids, man. And he went to jail for it. He's what do you call him? A convicted sex offender, I think. So shoot, it's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's the situation that you're in. And so I don't know why she steady picking with people, especially on this type of topic, because you ain't no better. You chose to lay with a man that is a convicted sex offender. So how you gonna turn around and you gonna laugh at Megan Thee Stallion because of her little lawsuit that you got going on? You laying with a sex offender. So I don't know. I don't get that part. I don't see why she's going about it that way. It don't seem smart to me. It doesn't make any sense. And so now I guess it's a situation where it's Beyonce's crew, the Beehive, versus the Barbs. This whole thing is stupid, if you ask me. Shoot, Beyonce ain't got nothing to do with it. People trying to get Beyonce involved, though. She ain't got nothing to do with this shit, man. Beyonce, I feel like Beyonce is way too big. And this is the difference between an artist like Nicki Minaj and an artist like Beyonce. Beyonce, she got too much status to come down and deal with Twitter beef. Whereas Nicki Minaj, she's so ready to get into Twitter beef that you're ruining your reputation because you're making it seem as if you're not as big as you are. Because you're so quick to come down to Twitter and express yourself, where the giants don't really do that. The giants of the industry don't really they're not so quick to go on a talk show. They're not so quick to go on Twitter. They're not so quick to show their hand and do all that stuff because you too big for that shit. You too big. So every single time we see Nicki Minaj going off on social media, you ain't doing shit but bringing your reputation down because you supposed to be one of them. Like how I was talking about how Young and Ace ain't one of them. Nicki Minaj is one of them. Well, she's supposed to be, but she ain't acting like it because every single time we turn around, she's having another temper tantrum on social media. So I don't know what. And then she likes to act like she's the queen and she's that and she can't be touched. But it seems to me like you let everything bother you. So are you the queen or not? Because the queen and everybody bother them. The queen don't just let anybody and everybody get them out their character so they can just go ahead and go on social media and flash out real quick. You're doing the most. For what? You know what I'm saying? I don't see it. Apparently they owe her money, but you ain't tripping on no money, are you? There's no way Nicki Minaj is tripping on some money, man. Like, apparently it's $200 million, but from what I read, it's supposed to be $3 million. So where you get the 200 from? You were supposed to get $3 million. Where the hell you get 200 from? According to the research that I was doing, you supposed to make $3 million off that deal. You can make $3 million off of anything. And apparently she's talking about he stole them the tour date. But how is Jay your money for your tour? How does that even happen? It sounds like you're saying it. It sounds to me like you're just saying, because how does one not a part of Rock Nation? So I'm confused as to how, I don't know. And as far as Megan Thee Stallion goes, I mean, shoot, what happens when you give trench babies a lot of fame and a lot of power and a lot of money? They just do trench baby shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, forcing somebody to have sex in the car is some trench baby shit. I'm sorry. That's some trench baby shit. You know what I'm saying? Enough evidence to prove that this actually happened for the judge to not want to dismiss or to not want to this case. Or maybe it's the simple fact that you were so quick to claim that somebody did something to you, and you want everybody to believe you when you saying it. But now that somebody else is saying that you did something, now all of a sudden it's, oh yeah, he lying. Now you file for a motion to dismiss, which you could very well be innocent. But Tory Lanez could have very well been innocent too. There's a lot of evidence pointing towards Kelsey, not Tory Lanez. So, I don't know. There's karma for you, bro. You cannot, that's what I said in the other video, you got whatever dollar, you're gonna have to get that shit right back, bro. So Megan might have got off scot clean, ruining this man's career. Your career gonna have to take a hit too. You ain't gonna be able to just get off scot clean through this shit. No, not with all the lies that you was telling. Not with all the social. No. The universe and in God and believe in, they're going to handle you accordingly. However you operating in this world, you're going to get that right back to you. So Megan Thee Stallion thought that she was clean. She thought that she was going to be able to be rid of the legal system. No, you cannot play games, bro. You cannot play with people's lives because your life's going to get played with. You know what I'm saying? And maybe she was a victim of the shooting. Maybe. But I don't believe it. You ask me? I feel like it was her friend, but that's neither here. It's the simple fact that, that karma, speaking of karma, Nicki Minaj is saying that they owe her $200 million in karmic debt. Karmic debt and monetary debt is two different things. So I don't know how do we owe you in karmic debt that just keep on piling in interest? I don't know. I feel like Nicki Minaj is kind of like crazy, if you ask me. Y'all don't get that vibe? She's kind of like like she be saying weird. Is she not weird to y'all? I don't know. What you mean? Because like every single time I turn her, she's having an outburst. And I mean, shoot, regular people don't outburst like that. I mean, like, I get expressing 2 times, taking to Instagram or Twitter to go ahead and just let your feelings out. But you just on Twitter just doing the fucking most. And maybe that's just her personality. But I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think about this little situation in the comments, man. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on notifications to the video with all of your friends. And to some guys, peace out.
And I'm bad like a bad habit. I'ma get the job done like a task rabbit. Get your hands off me, this a new jacket. New